We're all getting ready to go out to the deer woods, get us some meat for the year, and oh, it just told me this is the wrong channel for that. This is Bierkritik. Welcome everybody. I guess let's go have a couple beers first.
Today on Bierkritik, we are going to try Boulevard Brewing Company's Tough Kitty Milk Stout. The Boulevard Brewing Company is a local craft brewery out of Kansas City, Missouri. Perhaps you might not be able to find all their beers near you, depending on where you live, but we figured we'd give it a shot. And I'm not really familiar with stouts. The only time I ever tried one was, 13 years ago. But it was a Guinness Extra Stout, so...
Just mentioning it, my back shivers.
But I wasn't prepared for it, you know what I mean?
Oh, nor was I.
So, figured we'd give this one a shot and see how we like it,
I'm not sure about a beer with lactose in it, or dairy sugar, basically, milk sugar, whatever you want to call it. But, my worry is this beer can go one of two ways, basically. This could be abso-freaking-lutely amazing, or this could be absolutely horrid. I'm afraid there's going to be no middle ground.
Pours a very dark chocolatey color. Almost pours a root beer color.
What I read on the website said that it has espresso and dark chocolate notes.
Huh.
Love the bottle though. Their artwork is spectacular.
Oh, yeah. You can smell some chocolate in there. Smell.
That is weird. That's not even like a little weird. That's real weird. Real. Not bad. Just odd.
There's a nice tan head to it, and you can smell hints of chocolate and coffee, and there goes nothing. Tastes like coffee. Tastes like iced coffee.
Definitely a lot smoother than I thought it'd be.
Mm-hmm.
I was afraid this was going to be a grab you by the throat thing, which is kind of creeping up on me a little bit. Which they say espresso notes. That's kind of something espresso does.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But this is very, very interesting.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to describe it. Is interesting. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with stouts, so it has a fairly strong taste to it.
Very strong taste.
But very coffee-like, with, like I said, coffee with kind of a dark chocolate, kind of like a sugarless mocha, kind of. It's kind of thick, just
Doesn't taste bad, but it's already not sitting right.
Hmm.
I've taken 2 gulps of this beer and I'm already getting bubble guts.
Oh shit. That's not good. But let's have a look at the color. Look at the color of that. That's dark. This is darker than an ex-wife's soul.
Mine wasn't technically a wife, so I guess that's true. Our backdrop isn't as dark as her soul. Anyway. Actually, I don't think that's entirely true. According to Greek mythology, I do not believe succubi have souls.
No, that's true.
Anyway.
The succubi, you know.
Succubi. Plural for succubus.
Mm-hmm.
AKA a woman-looking life form that feeds and lives off the souls of men.
Yeah.
Accurate, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Ooh. It's actually starting to taste better, but it's rolling my stomach bad.
Yeah, it doesn't hit your stomach well. This one. Still a little off center here. There we go. That's better. Hi.
It's odd because I like the flavor enough. I do want to keep drinking it. But I'm afraid if I do, we're going to have to put our first vomit warning on one of these.
Let's try not to do that.
I don't know what it is, but it is not sitting well.
Well, it is a tough kitty, so. Kind of bites and scratches. Yeah.
Considering this has some sort of dairy product in it, I wonder if from the brewery to the store it didn't get warm.
I don't know if it has enough to really.
That's what my stomach's feeling like right now, is drinking sour milk. However, it could be a lot of different things in a beer like this, being a microbrewery, basically. Craft beer. There are a lot of things that people really like and people really enjoy that the next person, it'll just floor them.
Oh, yeah.
So,
this one, I can't say that I hate it, but it's not one that I would actively seek. You know what I'm saying?
this is a very odd one for me because, like I said, I really actually enjoy the flavor of this. It's just like most other beers we try. The first gulp didn't taste all that good.
Yeah.
Second gulp wasn't bad. Third was actually quite nice. It actually tastes pretty good if you're a fan of basically stout coffee or dark chocolate, which I like both. This is actually a really good flavor, but something about it just is not sitting well. And I don't think it's even had time to reach my stomach, and my stomach's already churning. As far as my review of this one, it's going to have to be a weird one because this is a good enough flavor that I do have to say it's worth a try. It really is.
Yeah.
Hopefully your stomach doesn't do what mine does and you really enjoy it. I don't know what to say. It's just like the other day with the way my taste buds work. We tried 2 beers, and I couldn't drink either of them.
Yeah.
The next day I tried 2 more. Same brand, same 6-packs. Just fine.
Yeah.
It's weird, I know, but this is good enough. I would suggest giving it a shot, even though I can't drink it. This is one that we're going to have to get another bottle for me to try on a different day, because this tastes too good to pass up.
Yeah. But if you like dark chocolate, if you like strong coffee,
I'm going to risk it.
it's definitely worth trying. You do get the coffee notes and the chocolate notes, and I mean it does taste good. It does taste good, but
It really does.
it's just, I don't know if it's that we're not used to beer like this, or
It is a thick, heavy beer, too.
Oh, it is,
which
absolutely.
We're not used to in any way, shape, or form.
yeah, like we said, we grew up on the American lagers, which
And
very
even
thin
that
and-
was kind of few and far between.
yeah,
When you normally drank whiskey, mainly SoCo.
yeah,
When I normally drank mainly vodka, occasionally rum. I very rarely drank beer until the last 3 weeks.
yeah.
But
Not a bad influence.
you are a bad influence, but I am proud of the fact that I am worse.
You say so.
Yeah, your mother didn't warn you about people like me. She warned you about me.
It's good. I mean,
It is a very good, very full-flavored beer. I really do like it. You can taste a little bit of wheat. You can taste the barley. You can kind of taste the barley. I'm not actually sure whether it's a barley taste I'm picking up. You can definitely taste the hops.
you can't even see through this fucking thing.
Nope.
It's that dark.
But
Very robust.
somehow, with the ingredients or the way they make it or whatever else, when you take a gulp of this, it tastes like a gulp of espresso.
Mm.
And then when you swallow it, you get that aftertaste on your tongue for a second. It's good dark chocolate.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can describe it, which, like I said, I love both of. I really like this beer. My stomach does not.
This is one of those that it's not a gulping beer anyways, this is a sipping beer.
And actually, their website specifically did say this beer is good for sipping. It's sitting down with a group of friends and sipping back a beer or two is basically what the website said.
Yeah.
But
Definitely not one you want to sit down and try to finish off a 6-pack. Way too heavy for that shit.
even if your stomach could handle this stuff better than mine, I bet you wouldn't make it through 3 before you puke. I mean, this is that heavy. It's kind of syrupy.
A little bit.
It is a very thick, very heavy, very full-bodied beer, which is kind of the thing with craft beers right now.
Yeah.
They try to pack as much flavor and as much bang for your buck, basically, as they can into a bottle. Which, who doesn't love more bang for their buck?
Hell yeah, that's the best way to do it.
That's why nerds should be illegal. Best bang for your buck. That's why marriage should be illegal.
Added 2 more to the bottle cap collection.
20. And yes, we are making refrigerator magnets out of them, except the PBR lids. Those I'll stick the magnets to the top side up so we can play poker on the fridge.
Yes.
Gonna do it, you may as well do it right. Anyway, I really can't drink enough of this beer to say much more about it than I already have, other than looking at your glass, it does leave a nice lace behind.
Oh, yeah.
It seems to have more natural carbonation to it than most of the beers we've tried that have the CO2 pumped into them when they're bottled.
Yeah. It's, like I said, it's a good beer.
It is.
Good stout. Well, I wouldn't know if it's a good stout compared to other stouts because this is really the only one I've drank. Well, recently. But if you're up in this area and you decide you want to give her a shot, check her out.
I'm wondering if maybe this isn't the line that I was talking kind of about in the last review. I said I'd always stayed away from dark beers because I was afraid of the heavy flavor and the syrupiness and everything else, and then those medium dark beers we've tried have been my favorite.
Yeah.
I think this one might be just a step over.
Could be. Could be.
You know, that kind of yellow-brown that you can still see through, but it's way darker than Bud Light. My two favorite beers at this point are about that color.
Yeah.
You can't see through this motherfucker when it's a half-inch thick. This is black. This is like the coffee I brew every morning.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's a good beer. I suggest trying it. However, I suggest doing the same thing we do. Do like the build your own six-pack thing and get a couple of bottles. I wouldn't suggest spending the money on a six-pack or a case or something like that until you try it, because this is going to be one of those beers that you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. There's not going to be a middle ground.
No, there is no middle ground. It's either, it's a love or hate thing.
If you love it, cool, go buy a case. If you hate it, you don't want to be stuck with a bunch of beers you don't want to drink.
Yeah.
Better off to spend your money on something you can actually drink.
PBR.
There ain't not a damn thing wrong with PBR.
That's right.
You can buy a 12-pack PBR for what a 6-pack of this costs.
Oh, yeah. Like we've said, we like the cheap beers.
And I think over the next few reviews, I'm going to have to discuss this with him, but I think over the next few reviews, we're going to get a little away from the craft beer for a moment. I'm going to try to convince him to go for more of the mainstream. You can get them everywhere, preferably not produced by Anheuser-Busch products.
Yeah. So we've only looked here in this town.
Yep.
But what we're trying to do is find the old school beers, stuff you don't always see everywhere, like Harleman's Old Style and
Anybody
Schlitz.
knows where to find Schlitz in Southwest Missouri?
Or Schmitz.
Message us, please.
Yeah, we're looking. I don't know.
Or a decent straight-up liquor store close to Monette.
Yeah. So.
Anyway, the taste is great if you can get over the syrupiness and the heaviness of the beer itself. I think that's what's getting my stomach.
Could be. It is a very heavy beer, but personally, I like the flavor. Love the flavor.
Me too.
But it's not one I would drink often.
No.
It's one of those once in a while when you're in the mood type beers. You know, it's not one you can just pick up any day and.
No, it's not a Hams or a PBR.
No.
Or a Mick Ultra.
But I guess closing, Boulevard Brewing Company's Tough Kitty Milk Stout. Give her a shot. You might like it, if that's your thing.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, especially considering it is a Missouri-based company. Always has been. Always will be.
Yeah.
They're not terribly old in the grand scheme of things, but they've been around long enough to know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, they the company was formed in 1989, so they've been around several years.
Yeah, damn near 30 years. So, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say you probably wouldn't be crazy to basically try anything from Boulevard. They're probably going to... It's a craft beer, so there's going to be some you hate, but there's going to be some you absolutely love, and you're going to be praying and wishing the year would go faster for them to come out again.
Yeah, because this is I was reading it as a fall beer.
Yeah, it's a seasonal beer. It's just like the Marzan beer I love, the Oktoberfest style beer. Only a certain time of year you can get it. But, yeah, give her a shot and show some love to Boulevard. They're a hell of a company, and they're, locally owned. Your money stays in the state. Your money goes to help the economy here. What more could you ask for?
Pretty much,
So, in closing, like we always say, don't drink and drive. If you do, your mama might should get you fitted for a helmet.
A thick one. Have a good night.
Maybe a drool cup.
Drill cup. Maybe get you in a sinus seat on a short bus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically what we're saying is, you drink and drive, you're a fucking retard.
Yep. You have an IQ lower than my dachshund.
And that's pretty goddamn low. Good night.